Good evening, barflies and lounge lizards, and welcome to the Atomic Snack Bar. And tonight we'll be discussing some sleazy sci-fi movies. And first up we have Invasion of the B-Girls from 1973. Directed by Dennis Sanders, Invasion of the B-Girls is a sleazy thriller that feels like a mixture of a sci-fi film and a 1970s cop show. And it tells the story of a gruff special agent who's called in to investigate the mysterious death of a scientist at a government-sponsored research facility. At first, it just appears that the scientist was having a bit too much fun with a lady friend and had a heart attack. And though the research facility is apparently not far off from being a 70s swingers club, things seem fairly normal. But then there's another victim, soon followed by even more. And yet, the scientists just won't stop getting their wiggle on. Eventually, our special agent discovers that a group of mysterious sunglass-wearing ladies, led by a scientist who's been working with bees, are responsible. And I'll stop there. Wouldn't want to spoil the rest. But word to the wise, you should probably never trust folks who wear sunglasses at night. Actually, disregard that last part. Director Dennis Sanders is probably best known, at least in my book, for the Elvis documentary That's the Way It Is from 1970. Invasion of the B-Girls was his final film. And the film stars William Smith as our special agent. Smith was an actor and stuntman with a pretty spiffy resume, ranging all the way from The Ghost of Frankenstein to Conan the Barbarian. He also appeared on TV shows including Kolchak, Batman 66, and Planet of the Apes. And man, Batman and Planet of the Apes in one segment. That's good stuff. But Smith's character in Invasion of the B-Girls, though very cool, is not very professional. Just look at the way he's sitting at this public meeting. He's all kinds of Sharon Stoning it right there. I also don't think he's too bright. He hears about the sexy time killing folks, and in the very next scene he's putting the moves on a lady who's basically a stranger. Next up we have Victoria Vetri. Vetri was a model and actress who, under the name Angela Dorian, was Playmate of the Month and Playmate of the Year. She is also often miscredited as having appeared in the Star Trek episode Assignment Earth as the human form of the shape-shifting cat. But in actuality, the role was played by actress, dancer, and contortionist April Tatro. Then as the leader of the B-Girls, and that's not a spoiler, you know it the second you see her, we have Anitra Ford. Ford was a model and actress who not only starred in the Women in Prison classic The Big Birdcage, but was also a model for The Price is Right for many years. Invasion of the B-Girls was written by writer and director Nicholas Meyer, who directed Time After Time, The Wrath of Khan, and, you know it, Star Trek VI. Apparently, and much to the displeasure of Meyer, his script was altered quite a bit by the producers. Invasion of the B-Girls is a groovy little movie with a cool vibe and a killer opening theme by Charles Bernstein. Bernstein also worked on White Lightning and Gator. And next in our little double feature, we have Beach Babes from Beyond from 1993. Directed by Dave Dakota, Beach Babes from Beyond is a sleazy sci-fi beach movie comedy. And a true story. And you know it's a proper beach movie because it has a long scene with a bunch of folks dancing on the beach. But it tells the story of three space girls who borrow one of their parents' spaceships while the parental units are on vacation. It's high-tech too. Even has one of those fancy communicators. But wouldn't you know, the ladies crash land on the planet Earth. There they befriend three human dudes and one of the dudes' uncles. But like in any decent bikini comedy, the uncle is in danger of losing his home. So the Beach Babes have to find a way to save Uncle Bud's place. And that they do by entering a bikini contest with a $30,000 prize. Which coincidentally is the exact amount of money Uncle Bud needs. That was convenient. But it won't be easy because a ruthless bikini designer stands in their way. Director David Dakota should be no stranger to anyone who's watched this channel for more than 10 minutes, having directed Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Ballerama and Puppet Master 3. The film stars Roxanne Blaze, credited here as Sarah Bellomo, as Xena, the leader of our boots on the beach wearing space ladies. And apparently, she had an accent.
You've got some kind of accent.
We're exchange students.
Yeah, it's like Swedish or something.
Yeah, that's it. We're Swedish.
Blaze is probably best known for either this film, The Great Bikini Drive-In, or some stuff YouTube wouldn't like me to discuss. The character's last name in the film is Quark. Then we have Tamara Landry as Luna, another of our Beach Babes. Landry also appeared in Tango and Cash and the Renegade series starring Lorenzo Lamas. And our final intergalactic bikini enthusiast was played by Nicole Posey, and this is her only film. As the villain of the piece, we have Linnea Quigley. Interesting to see her play a bad guy role here. Beach Babes from Beyond also features appearances by a bunch of celebrity relatives, including Don Swayze, who I think skinned a Pikachu for that outfit, Jackie Stallone, Joey Travolta, and Joe Estevez. There's also some Burt Ward action too. This was the first film released by Torchlight Entertainment, a sublabel of Full Moon Pictures that released films of a sleazier variety. It even had its own episode of Video Zone. And though directed by Dakota, he was credited here as Ellen Cabot, but that was business as usual for him. He often used pseudonyms, but he told Draculina magazine that he used Ellen Cabot when a film didn't turn out well, though I must politely disagree on that one. Beach Babes from Beyond would receive a sequel in 1995 called Beach Babes 2 Cave Girl Island. Both Dakota and star Roxanne Blaze would return. Sola and Luna were played by different actresses though. This is a pretty fun little movie, and though exceptionally sleazy, there's a shower scene in the first 2 minutes, there's still enough to it that it doesn't fall into strictly being a booby movie. It's got a fun soundtrack too, though with how often the little beach song repeats. You'll probably have that Joker stuck in your head for a long time after. Then there's the Woody song. I got a Woody! And that's all I have to say about that. And that's all the time we have for this weekend. So Joe, what do you think about the snack bar?
You have changed my life. Probably lived to be 100.
I can't guarantee that, but it's probably true. It's also a little known fact that snack bar viewers are 5% more attractive than your average Sleazy Sci-fi channel's viewers. And one last thing before we go, I wanted to point out my shirt. My buddy Daniel's always saying there's not enough wieners on the channel. Well,
Hey, Mr. B, why are you buzzing around? Haven't you heard of Cadbury's Caramel? See, as the creamy tasting Cadbury's milk chocolate melts with that dreamy caramel. You just have to take everything really easy. Oh, looks like someone else could do with some. Take it easy with Cadbury's Caramel.
My friends and I just love to play games. You could talk to us live, one-on-one, at 1-900-468-BOX. It's not a party line. It's just you and me, or one of over 100 of my friends. Just the way you like it, one-on-one.
My friends and I just love to play 24 hours a day at 1-900-468-3699.
Now it's your move.
$3 per minute, must be 18.